Hi, Kathy Fitz here, and thank you for joining me for part 3 of my summary of the traits of what a heart-based leader is. And this is based on my book called Heartbeat, Why Heart-Based Leadership and Courage Matter. You can get it at Amazon. And I encourage you to also click subscribe so that you can get another part of the series. I've already recorded part 1 and part 2. This one's part 3, and we're going to go over another 3 tenets of heart-based leadership. So this will be tenets 7, 8, and 9. And what they are that we're going to talk about is wrestling their beliefs. That's what heart-based leaders do. They also model empathy and vulnerability. And the third thing is they know how to tune in and pick up the hearts of their people and pick up that energy. So we're going to talk about that. So let's take the first one, which is beliefs. So sometimes people that I mentor, and I mentor leaders and high performers and role models and people who really know where they want to go, or they're trying to figure out what it is that they're going to do to bring and express their gifts to life. But they often ask, what are beliefs? Well, beliefs are thoughts that we have over and over and over and over again that we eventually adopt as beliefs. And they sit in our sympathetic nervous system. They are subconscious, and we pick a lot of them up as kids. We pick a lot of them up from our family constructs, sometimes from our first job, sometimes from some of the upsets that we have in life or the trauma that we have in life. So we as leaders, when we're heart-based leaders, we have to wrestle those. Now, I always tell the story of, I used to be a professional clown way, way back when in my 20s. And when I would perform, sometimes I would go up to a 3-year-old, and get down at their level, and they would be scared to death. And they'd go, "Oh, Mom, a clown!" And I would think, they're 3 years old. Where the heck did they pick up that clowns were bad? I'm not a bad clown. I was a fun clown. That's an imprinted belief. Imprinted and tattooed with the thoughts that are coming from family or mom. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So we carry a lot of those throughout our years as we age. And heart-based leaders know that they have to sometimes wrestle, where did I pick that belief up? Is that belief something that I need to put down now? Do I have more awareness in a situation that I don't believe that anymore? So they actually wrestle their beliefs. So when you have a situation as a leader, and it's something that might be a little bit complex, you've got to put some thought to it, you've got to put some, heart, mind, and spirit to it, I would sit down and actually say, what do I believe about this? And then wrestle it. Is this exactly what I need? Every time we have a new generation that comes into our workforce, they challenge our beliefs. And we want to sit back and go, no, this is the way it was. Well, maybe we need to release some of those beliefs. So that's what a heart-based leader does. They do that in a disciplined practice. Now, the second tenet that we're going to talk about today, number 8, is actually modeling empathy and vulnerability. And empathy is funny. I tested the CEOs that I mentored many, many years ago, gave them an empathy test, and they didn't do too good. And they didn't quite understand, the difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is, oh, I'm sorry. Empathy is not that. Empathy is the ability to walk into the shoes of another person without judgment, without trying to fix them, without trying to do anything. You just walk in their shoes and you feel it. We do this empathy naturally when we go into the movie theater and we're watching the movie, and all of a sudden we're deep into the character and we're empathizing with everything that's going on. Yet in real life, we don't do that. We bring our opinion to it. We bring our knowledge to it. We need to just empathize, be still, and listen. A really good story that I often share about this is I had somebody that I was mentoring, and his son was really good friends with the kid down the block, and so were the dads. He was really good. My mentee was really, really good friends with the dad. Well, the one kid committed suicide, and it was just devastating. And my mentee was like, "Wow, I see this kid several times a week. I don't know what to do. It just hurts so bad. I don't know what to say to him." There's nothing you can say. However, what I did suggest is just go over there. And just by being present, giving him a hug, holding the space for his emotions, that's empathy. That's what he needs now, is empathy. And your people need it too. So that is empathy. Now, the second part to empathy, take that suitcase, unpack it, you're going to find vulnerability. And a lot of people will say, I don't want to be vulnerable as a leader. I got to be strong as a leader. You do. However, vulnerability is a strength. Vulnerability says, I'm okay saying, hey, this is what I did. This is what I've experienced. This is what I've walked through, or I get you because I understand it. You don't necessarily have to say, hey, here's my story and all the details to it. But it's okay as a leader to say, I too had some stumbles. I have bumpy days. I work on myself. I mean, I'm a chair for Vistage Worldwide. We bring together leaders in peer groups, and I meet with them every single month. And the power of that group is the vulnerability for someone to say, hey, this is what I did. This is what I don't know. This is what I think I know from that last lesson that I did wrong. It's the power of the knowledge of, okay, I'm constantly learning. I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect leader. And that's vulnerability. Go ahead and tell your people, I can learn from you. You can teach me. We can do this together. Yeah, I have my own bad days. I have my own coach, my own mentor, because I am actually working on myself. That's a true heart-based leader. They're okay to be vulnerable and share openly from their heart, their journey, their walk, their experience. Now, the third thing is tuning into the hearts of the people. And for many of you who know me, you will know that I am very intuitive, I'm highly sensory, and I teach intuitive leadership. And people will say, well, I don't get what that is, that's a bunch of woo-woo stuff. And I go, no, it's not woo-woo. Well, let's change woo-woo to wow, working opportunities with wisdom. Because everybody has the ability to bring in wisdom and to connect with another person's heart. And I talk about this in the book if you bought it. You can look up Heart Math Institute. They've got all the science behind it that my heart resonates in energy, and when I'm in a room, your heart will pick it up. So we automatically intuit the heart energy if we hone in on it. And that's a discipline. That's what, when I teach and mentor heart-based leadership and heart-based intuitive leadership, that's what I'm teaching is the discipline to be able to do that. You have the ability to connect with the hearts of your people. And it's a skill that is really important because you build rapport, you build respect, you build trust. And it's something that a lot of heart-based leaders have honed in and use it as their number one leadership tactic. If they want to get followers to go to where they need to take the company, they need to connect with the hearts of their people. They need to tell the story of where they're going. They need to find out the story of where their people are, and they need to connect those two. The story of everybody is locked in their heart. What I want, what I desire, what I'm passionate about, what I don't like. We have to connect with the hearts of our people. So those are the 3 traits that we go today. In this lesson, thank you for joining me. If you haven't listened to lesson 1 or 2, go ahead and look at the videos from the past. I will keep coming out with the 4th part to it soon. And please press subscribe. Also, you can connect with me on this channel, Two Chicks That Spark the Heart. There's a lot of different playlists from business to personal development. And also join my community, theleadingheart.com. It's free, and it is for people who are leaders and role models and high achievers and really trying to get to where they want to go in life. And it's about advancing their awareness. And that's what I help you do. I spark the heart and spark your mind and spark your gut sensing and your intuitiveness so that you can advance your awareness and get to where you want to go in life. Thanks for joining me.